Welcome everybody to Subpar Sunday. You're with the Hophead Connisaur along with my co-star Coney there. And you know what Subpar Sundays are about? Reviewing another crappy domestic beer. But let's first talk about Coney here. He survived the blustery cold weather we endured on Friday, recording 2 videos. So, you know, he toughened it out. He didn't die like the other dinosaurs did during the Ice Age, even though we didn't have any ice out there. But he survived the cold, and he's here to help me today to talk about this new crappy domestic beer I haven't tried yet. And actually, I've never drank before. So this is going to be a first for me. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you click that subscribe button at the bottom. Turn on those notifications so that you can get the notification when my next video comes out. You know, we got one more Subpar Sunday left before I take a month off. I'll be back in March. These last 3 videos I've been doing for Subpar Sunday, well, the next one for next week, the beer that I have is all provided to me by my friend Otto, so thanks to him of getting me these beers. It's getting tougher and tougher to try to find these domestic beers out there that I haven't tried yet or, you know, done a review on, so it's getting harder and harder. So I might have to switch over to a different series, and haven't thought about what that is. I'm thinking maybe about a seltzer series, but I mean, their seltzers are just kind of boring. So well, we'll get into that. Anyway, what are we going to be talking about today? Well, we've talked about quite a few ice beers, or I've reviewed quite a few ice beers here on the channel. And today I have another ice beer. And this one is Milwaukee's Best Ice. Okay, some of y'all might refer to it as Milwaukee's Beast. But the Milwaukee Best series has actually been around since 1961, but the Best Ice series has been around since 1994. Now, they have discontinued the Best series because it was on the low end of their beers. They discontinued that in August of 2021. So if you're trying to find Old Milwaukee's Best, if you're trying to find Milwaukee's Best, I keep saying Old Milwaukee, but that's what I'm so used to. If you're trying to find Milwaukee's Best, you're not going to find that anymore, but you can still find the ice on the shelf. So I was actually looking it up today to see how cheap this stuff is. Now, granted, I've got 16-ounce can here. But I looked, our Total Wine has the 30-pack of 12-ounce cans for like $17.99. I mean, that's a lot of water. But anyway, these ice beers are actually higher in ABV than your regular domestic lager beers that they have. So this one comes in at 5.9%. And, you know, I've done a lot of reviews on here. And most of your lagers come around about 4.1 to about 4.3%. But, you know, because of the process that they use to make this, you know, where they freeze the beer below 32 degrees, you know, they scrape off the ice crystals, supposed to make it higher in ABV, which obviously it does because it's increasing it, and it's supposed to give it a different flavor too. So this is going to be interesting because I've never drank Milwaukee's Best. I can honestly say that I've never had this. You know, last week, you know, I did Old Milwaukee, a light, you know, and I told you that my dad, you know, was the Old Milwaukee drinker when I was growing up as a kid, what I remember and everything. Of course, my neighbor was the PBR guy. So I know a lot of y'all are out there like, yeah, that's a good beer there. And I mean, it is for some people, you know, it is for some people, but just not my jam and everything. So, Coney, you ready to crack this thing open here and see how this thing pours? You know, I always got my country bumpkin glass here to pour this into. Now, last week, you know, I had a hard time with my chugging skills, so I'm hoping this week gets a little bit better, but I can't guarantee you that it's still going to be a rough thing for me to, you know, drink this down because, you know, we got a 16-ounce can, and obviously the 16-ounce can fits right into that thing. So let's crack this thing open. Let's see what it looks like here for color-wise and, you know, maybe the carbonation here. So let's bring this up to the camera. And sounds like I'm taking a... I think I'm going to the bathroom there. So look at that color there. All right, so, ooh, you'd think I never poured a beer before, but look at that. As most people say, That's a nice head there. All right, so we just got just a little bit more to go here. I might just have to finish this up out of the can. Is that what you want to see me do? Drink it out of the can? All right, so we'll drink the rest of this out of the can. Not going to give you my take on it because, you know, I always smell it first. Not much to it. Carbonation wise, it's not too bad. You know, I mean, it's got a little bit of carbonation to it, but not as much as we've seen in some of the other beers I've reviewed. So interesting on the carbonation on this. So that maybe this will go down easier today. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have much of a smell at all, which is surprising, you know. But because sometimes, you know, it just smells like beer. I mean, I just don't know how to describe it because there's nothing to it that I can just say it's got this scent to it. So let's go ahead and see how this thing tastes. Milwaukee's Best Ice, or like some people call it, Milwaukee's Beast Ice. Let's give this thing a sample and see how this thing tastes. Nope, that is downright. Oh my gosh. That is like, it's just like a wheat flavor. That is it. Like stale, you know, like something you eat, like you eat some wheat chips or something and they're just stale. That's what that tastes like. Ugh, that is disgusting. That is, you know, I'm glad that these domestic beers that I do, I'm glad they're just one and dones. You know, because people will sit there and tell you, you know, they'll drink a domestic beer after they get done drinking a craft beer if that's all they got left to drink. And I'm just like, I just can't mix the two. Well, not that I would ever drink a domestic anyway, but anyway, here we go, as keeping up with the tradition of the show. Here's to old Milwaukee, or gosh, say it again, Milwaukee's Best Ice, or Milwaukee's Beast Ice. Down the tube we go. Yeah, can do it. I mean, it does have a little bit more of a content flavor, like you know, like it. You can definitely taste the difference. It's got a little bit. It's got that 5.9%. I mean, it's just got that flavor to it that just gives it that ice. Ugh, God, this is so rough. You want to drink the rest of this Coney for me? Because this is 2 weeks in a row. I imagine when I take February off and try to come back and drink one in March, how rough that's going to be. All right, so here we go again. Take, what is this, take 3 now, I think? Oh. It. Oh, gosh, this is so rough, y'all. Don't chug this. If chugging is your thing, good for you, but ugh, chug it out of a can. Shotgun it. All right, so God, that is so bad. Oh, as you can tell, not as much carbonation with this, so I don't have that build up here in my chest. Oh my God, that taste in my mouth is just, it's pretty wretched right now. Oh gosh. Ugh. It's just something stale. I don't know what the date was on this. Anyway, Milwaukee's Beast Ice. Good for you for like this. This is utterly disgusting. Oh, I know I probably said that for a lot of beers, but I think it's starting to get worse and worse. Oh, there it went. So anyway, remember to get out there, support your local craft breweries, and remember to drink craft beer and not crap beer. Coney, you know, I'm sorry, there's nothing left in the can. I'm sorry, drank it all. I know you were dying to do this. So anyway, we'll see you next week for the next Subpar Sunday.